Elder. Duh. Of course this song is awesome. I'm not starting shortly, I'm here. Hi! What's up, everybody? How goes it? It's been a day, I'll tell you. So today was meant to be a recording session day, but it didn't end up that way. Instead, still got a lot of progress done, but of course in a different way. My family's having a yard sale later on this weekend. Hey, turn it back on. Dude, I'm like halfway tempted to have that playing in the background while I talk. Is that all good? Like, is that cool if I do that? Like, can we adjust the levels here so I can listen to this while I talk with y'all? I think we can do that. Like, maybe if I put the volume on, like, 7. Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, give me a hell yeah. Father CKN, I have come to hear your sermon. Well, today, as I was looking through all of the relics of my past, all of the wonderful, wonderful moments of my memory, times from whenever I was just a young boy. Well, just like, it's not that interesting. But yeah, I was like, I was clearing out stuff from my great uncle's place. The stuff that, like, was salvageable, I guess, that, like, relatives wouldn't probably not want. And then, also, was getting stuff together for our own family yard sale, which will be going on this weekend, and just finding all sorts of cool stuff from, like, way back in the day, like, whenever I was just getting out of high school, and, oh, man. Like, I don't know if it's, like, fully understood or, like, fully respected by this generation, considering you guys have, the instant gratification of text messaging and everything like that, but, like, whenever I went on vacation, or whenever my best friend went on vacation, dude, we, like, sent each other cards and, like, postcards and letters and shit. So, it was really cool to see a lot of those. Like, it had some of our inside jokes in it. And, oh my gosh, the song is just so good. Yeah, I didn't tell Wobbin about this stream, so I'm, whoops. Hold on, let me Twitterize here just for a moment. But yeah, it was a good time. Good times looking through all that stuff. CKN Kong. I don't know who Kong is. I know who CKN is. That's me. Is streaming. Do I remember his SN over there? Uh-oh. Dude, if Wobbin shows up, I'm gonna have to, like, chat with him one-on-one for a second. Because he sent me a picture yesterday I never replied to. Oh! That transition. That freaking transition. Just, oh my god. That transition just, oh my lord. That transition just absolutely makes me wet. Like, I'm fairly certain that I might have just came. Am I the singer of Nickelback? Yes. How'd you know? How did you know that I am secretly Chad Kroger? If you listen to Stone Sour, you're listening to my band Light. This is Sanctuary by Elder. This is an amazing song. Speaking of Elder, I got a package today, which also means that somebody who's not going to be here tonight, which is Scott Murphy. Scott Murphy, he got a package today. He won the $25 Season of Mist giveaway, to which he requested the two Beyond Creation albums, which, you know, I was able to do that, but I had a coupon. Oh shit! I had a coupon. But I had to spend $35 in order to use the coupon. So I went and got myself a couple things that were like super duper cheap that they were like just trying to get rid of. And one of them happened to be the EP by Elder, Spire's Burn. I got this for like $2. And I haven't even taken it out of the packaging yet because I literally like, had to get my mail, see what it was, and leave. But, so I got this. I also got, Just in Case We'll Never Meet Again by Clement1918. I don't know if you know these guys, but if you like Interpol, The Cure, or Catatonia, you'll really like these guys. They're pretty awesome. I believe they're Italian. And, like, the stuff is coming off of this, so I guess I'll just open this now. But I listened to one of their albums like way back in the day, and so it's really cool to like finally have one of them in my possession. It's also cool that there's a song on here that is called Disco Awareness. I don't know. Or Ghost of a Tape Listener. That sounds like me after I die. Ghost of a Tape Listener. But yeah, I got this for like, I think, $2.50. So I couldn't say no to that. And then you guys have probably heard me, if you've been around for a while, talk about the band Clone. We've talked about the band Clone before, so we have a Clone album here entitled The All-Seeing Eye. And it says here, after Gojira, the next best thing from France. For fans of Meshuggah, Mastodon, and Isis, featuring Gojira's Joe Duplantier. Which is all very, very true. Very, very true. So, I'm going to go ahead and open this too live, because this is probably pretty cool. I saw this for $4. So this is really good stuff. I'm, like, super pleased. And plus, it got here. I did all this on, like, Friday night. It was here by Monday. So, Season of Mist, really, really good at doing, getting stuff to you in a very quick period of time. And I didn't even choose, like, I figured this is going to take, like, 2 weeks, because I didn't choose, like, the super uber, get this here as quick as possible option. You know, I went with the, take your time, you know, there's no rush. None of us are, as far as we're concerned, going anywhere. You can tell these guys are Italian. Look at this artsiness. Look, it's more artsiness. Another riff that makes me wet right there. Really, if you want to know the reason why this album is a 30 out of 30, it's because whenever I listened to it, I had a raging boner the entire time that then became stoned. And I've never had a stoned boner before. I don't know if you have ever had a stoned boner, but you should. It's fun. Stoned boners are the best boners. I'm not even sure what that even means. You forgot the band that did No Sleep Till Brooklyn? That's the Beastie Boys. That is the Beastie Boys. I could play Beastie Boys right now, and I wouldn't even care, because the Beastie Boys are great. I could play like Remote Control or Intergalactic and probably just start dancing around like a tard. Oh, there's a little scratch on you, sons of bitches. Returned. No. I don't actually know very much about this Elder EP, if we're being real. Just that it's an EP, and it's freaking cool, and it's Elder. And, of course, you can't go wrong with Elder. That Stone Boner must be a band. Yeah, the Beastie Boys are great. I sadly don't own a lot from the Beastie Boys, which is one problem. I actually only have in my possession Hello Nasty. But Season of Mist also sent me, and I don't really know why, because I didn't order this, but I got something from Trina Korea. The name of the album is Travel Now, Journey Infinitely. So, I mean, sure. I really don't know anything about this band at all. Trinacria. So, this album was originally a concert in 6 parts commissioned by somebody. Rick's Constantine. Okay, not sure what that means. Cool though. You know, got this for nothing, like just for being me, I guess. Just for having a good time and ordering something and all that. So I have no, like, it reminds me, like, stylistically, just by the way the booklet is made, of Elland. And if it happens to be a band like Elland, that would be amazing. That would be incredible, because that's good stuff. But we have, oh! Holy crap! Okay, this is very important. Before y'all tell me to, like, before y'all tell me I'm stupid, this features Icedale from Enslaved. He plays guitar on this album. Okay, I need to know more about these guys immediately. Like, what are their style? What's the deal with this band whose name I can't even pronounce because I'm a dirty American scumbag. I can't even type correctly, apparently. Trinity. I think that's it. Refers to the shape of the island of Sicily. Well, now that I have some history, I need the band, goddammit. I need the band, goddammit. I need the band, goddammit. Goddammit. Goddammit, no! No, I don't care, Google. Apparently there's going to be some protests at Google. I don't know if you guys... I don't know if you guys heard of this, but apparently there's going to be some protests that are taking place at Google for some strange reason. And who's Enslaved? Enslaved is a Enslaved is a black/Viking metal band. It's been around since like the first part of the 90s. They did Axima Ethica Odine, which was the first ever album of the year here on this channel. They've also done just fantastic albums such as One You Mentioned, Below the Lights, Run, just to name a couple. They actually have a brand new album that is coming out here in a couple of months. Watching CKN is helping me deal with my mom being in the hospital. She's puking up blood and became unconscious. Seth, man, best of wishes to your mom. I hope that she is going to pull through. Definitely give us an update. That sounds absolutely terrible. Oh, so these guys are black metal. Am I really all that surprised? Oh, thanks, Google. You're a big help. You're just great. This was founded also by Ivar Bjornsson, who is also of Enslaved. And they were invited personally by Tom Warrior of Celtic Frost to play his Roadburn curated event, Only Death is Real, on Friday, April the 16th, 2010. Apparently, this is the only album that they've ever released. In fact, their status is currently unknown. So, that's pretty cool. So, if you ever, first of all, I'm going to endorse the Metal Archives, because the Metal Archives just basically fed us that information. And Wobbin is here. And Wobbin, you and me, we got to beat real quick because you had yourself a little date yesterday with your friend from Romania. Let me tell you, brother. I don't know if there's any sort of like chances of sparks flying there, but not bad, my dude. Not bad. No, seriously, it is super cool that you got that opportunity to hang out with a good friend. I'm really happy for you, and hope that this means that it can happen again. Metal Archives is a hive of elitist scum. What are you doing? Are you like going to the like reviews and stuff like that? Are you using it for purposes aside from just, you know, looking stuff up? Because that's all I use it for, is its purpose is just to look stuff up, and that's fine. That's all the more that I really care about. You know, well, I mean, I have people that are like that as well. Like one of my very best online friends, we've been friends for like close to 20 years, and we've never gotten the opportunity to hang out. But she's doing really well. She lives up in New York with her like fiance, so she's doing really well. And I'm happy about that. You know, that I have a bunch of contacts that I've never gotten that option. But you know, I'm a poor guy. I'm po folk, you know, and whatever. Here, did you get to watch the stream? Hey, man. What do I think about this diss track stuff? If it's in rap, then actually I think that's pretty cool. Like, diss tracks, I think, are pretty neat because it's the only style of music where you see everything sort of taken that personally. I don't know. Ah, boy. Always have to off balance. Just as long as it isn't BuzzFeed. Yeah, I just like looking stuff up over on Metal Archives. But with regard to diss tracks, I mean, we've seen some of the most famous diss tracks, really in the 90s. They've gone pretty much virtually without comparison, and that was, of course, the tracks that were dropped between Biggie and Tupac. Like, if you listen to Who Shot Ya, holy shit. And if you listen to, like, Hit 'Em Up and everything, oh my god. Like, the whole entire series that went on between those two of diss tracks was just... I mean, you could tell that there was some really raw, unadulterated hatred there, and they did not hold back. And to see Tupac really be a wordsmith, like a vulgar wordsmith in a diss track like that, is something else. And also, his whole entire, like, crew was on that song. So, like, everybody that had some sort of, like, association there with him, and they were taking shots at the Junior Mafia and Puffy and, you know, Faith Hill, or was it Faith Hill or Faith Evans? Faith Evans. You know, Lil' Kim. And, I mean, we, of course, have later learned that there was something going on there with Lil' Kim. But, I mean, everybody... You just subbed? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it very much. I'm glad that you were able to come out after subscribing. You know, everybody right now talks about Nicki Minaj's assets. You know, like that's the focal point of the music videos, or the focal point of album covers, or pictures of that variety. Back in the 90s, that was Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim was the one that was going around basically deciding clothing's optional and finding clever and unique ways to hide her cleavage while still showing it. I haven't listened to Skinny Puppy in, I would say, probably close to 20 years. Maybe even longer than that. It has been a long time. It has been a long time. What do I think about the Doors? One day, I tripped and fell and bought every album that they had at a music store of them. They're great. I like Jim Morrison. Well, I liked... I don't know, I never met him or anything like that, but I like Jim Morrison and the guys quite a bit. One of the things that I find is the easiest way to get people into a band, if you're in a group setting, is play a greatest hits album. Like, greatest hits albums actually have some pretty decent merit. Could you please check out T-Pain and Lil Wayne's collab album? Oh my. Wait, T-Pain actually raps on it? Is he auto-tuned? Is he auto-tuned at all? Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Yeah, you can listen to the band's best songs, and then what happens is that if you go out and you decide to buy them, and the individual records, then you find the songs that you really like that maybe weren't considered hits, but they were the B-sides or the album tracks that spoke to you a little bit more. Like, for example, Revelations by Iron Maiden is a song that I doubt will ever make it to a greatest hits album. It should, but it's just a tremendous, terrific song that is one of my favorites from the group. On an album that is jam-packed with terrific material, Revelations is my pick for best song off of As a Peace of Mind. But man, it's been a long day. I have kicked the crap out of myself, going up and down like stairs and crawling around in attics and going to basements and just lifting and pulling, and you put in a full day like that and it just wears you out a little bit. But I have great spirits. That's a good thing. Great spirits. Yes, they did play that. They started playing Revelations a good bit in the middle part of the 2000s. After for a while they were like really focusing heavily on newer material, but that has all of a sudden become a pretty typical part of set lists. Now, not right now, considering they're in the cycle for the Book of Souls, but whenever they were still nursing, say, like Brave New World, Dance of Death, you started to hear a good number of those older tracks, like especially whenever they were reaching those 20-year anniversaries or those 25-year anniversaries, or again in the 2010s with the 30-year anniversaries where they were starting to play albums like Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, or Power Slave either in their entirety or definitely taking and scattering a couple more tracks off of them into their sets. John, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight? Yeah, I think that 2005 tour also has its own DVD release. Or at least its own CD, like live album release. And then they did another one that was a little bit more recent than that. But yeah, anytime that they do some of those older style tours, you usually have a CD release that follows. Maiden needs to do full album tours, not just the hits. Honestly, what I would love to see from Maiden is, what the heck? Oh. I would love to see Iron Maiden just go out one night and play, I would say like 50% hits. So you still would hear Run to the Hills, you would still hear Aces High, you would still hear a lot of what the fan base considers as the best. Like, I would love to hear 22 at Tracy Avenue, either that or maybe have it be Led Into by Charlotte the Harlot. It'd be really cool to hear once again a song such as Moonchild, either that or, you hear Can I Play With Madness, but you very seldomly hear the title track from Seventh Son of the Seventh Son, which I think that they should play. A couple more songs maybe from Fear of the Dark, because it's really underappreciated and a lot of those songs are not very lengthy, so you can easily thrust them into the set. But another thing about Iron Maiden is that they're very calculated with their set list because of the stage design, with some, in some regard. But also, whenever you hear those surprises, you usually go wild. Did I watch the G1 finals? Big Nick, I have not gotten the opportunity yet. In fact, here's how behind I am on New Japan. I still have not gotten the opportunity to watch Day 2 from America. I have Day 2 from America just sitting there waiting to watch, but I have not yet even gotten to start that card. Max Metal Girl, what's going on? Glad to see you here. Like I said, originally today was supposed to be a recording day, but it has become a streaming day because of some other things that have come up over the past 24 hours that have needed to get done, have a little bit more of a pressing nature of needing to get done. So, you know, and I really like streaming. I like streaming with you guys. I had that bad day 2 days ago, but doesn't mean that has, you know, taken me away from wanting to stream for y'all and just enjoy it. Don't tell anybody who won. Do not spoil it. Big Nick, if you spoil it, then damn it, I'll ban you. Because I don't know who won the G1 either. So, yeah. Like, PM him, whisper him, do something. Find a way to tell him without telling me. The A7X flash of the blade is better than the Iron Maiden cover. Man, you are a sad troll. Love this stream in particular. Hey man, I'm doing what I can. If I film myself pissing, does that count as me streaming? No, because it's not live. You're just filming it as it happens and posting it at a later date. So unless that piss is like in the future. Oh yes, America rules. We're a bunch of fucking idiots. Christian, what's going on, my man? How's it going? Good to see you. Glad to see you here. Man, this turned out to be a pretty good night. Turned out to be a pretty good night. Yeah, that's just recreational recording. But yeah, football. Phantom of the Opera by Iron Maiden, great or blah. I think it's a good track. I like it. It is a great early days exhibition. Like, it was voted on to the what would eventually become Ed Hunter. That greatest hits collection that they had in the middle part of the 90s, or was it the late 90s? That came with the video game, which I actually have somewhere. Wasting Love is an amazing song, and I don't care what people say. Wasting Love is a tremendous song. I'll tell you, I don't know, you know what? I was about to say something, then I realized there is absolutely no way in hell I'll be able to do it. Because, of course, we're going to be transitioning and doing some game streaming here soon, and I just thought, wow, I have Ed Hunter, I could play that. My God, though, the process that it would take to make that operational would be absurd. Because it was for Windows like 95 or 98, and those games no longer work on modern systems. You would have to, like, what I would have to do is I'd have to do some sort of virtual boxing and set up a virtual drive that has 98 or 95 installed. Essentially trick my computer into believing that's natural. And then I'd be able to install it and play it. But man, that would be crazy. Sonic Mania comes out tomorrow. I have watched somebody play Sonic Mania all day because they were fortunate enough to have somebody send them an Australian code for it. And it's out in Australia as of right now because, you know, international date lines, they're fun. New Cradle of Filth album? I think the new Cradle of Filth will be okay. I think it'll be pretty good. I think it'll be a pretty good disc. If they build off of what they did with their last album, then they certainly have a good chance. Worms Armageddon was a really good game. I would probably have to look into it just to see if maybe it would play. But I'm not too sure. Please respond. Respond to twat. Respond to twat. Worms is one of those games that sort of never feels like it grows old. But like you can only, like in nostalgia, you can only play it for about an hour to maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours at the most before you're just like, I'm done. You're thinking about making a music mix of any genre. What songs would I recommend? Now, what is your reason for doing so? Is it just personal? Is it for somebody? Is it meant to sort of be like a professional representation where you want to post it online and maybe have people, talk about it? Because that all has a lot of importance to it as well. Do I like Tool? Absolutely. Absolutely. Twisted Metal? Good stuff. For personal use, okay. So basically, these recommendations would just be for you to check them out to see if you'd want to include them. Is that what you're saying? Because that'd be the best way to really go about it. I don't know if you've checked out anything from King by T.I. That's an amazing rap album that I would absolutely recommend. Songs like I'm Straight are really cool if you ever like to, engage in some activities that are less than legal. But then whenever it comes to the heavy metal catalog, oh god, there's just so many different bands out there. Opeth, Porcupine Tree, Elder, which is what you heard if you were waiting on me before I came in here, or were here for the first 10 minutes. That's just an amazing song. Clone is a great band. I can't really give you individual songs, and the only reason why is because music's subjective. Everybody likes different things. Everybody likes different things, but I can give you bands out the wazoo. In fact, I have 50 metal bands that I recommended to people at the tail end of 2015, and I did it again in a different way last year. Both of those sets of videos are available on the channel. So, really, there was a time frame there between 2015 and 2016 where I was recommending probably more bands than I was talking about regularly. And there's a lot of overlap. There's a lot of it's basically like 100% metal. So if you're looking for other styles or other genres, I don't know if you like The Cure, but check out the Twilight Sad. They're actually a really good band. That is sort of within the same style. Has a lot of that shoegazing element to it. Don't forget about shoegazing. My Bloody Valentine, Ride, bands of that variety. Yeah, there's so much out there. What's my favorite band? My favorite band's a tie between Opeth and Porcupine Tree. And my favorite songs from those artists is Black Rose Immortal, which would not work for a mixtape because it's 20 minutes long. But if you want a song from them, I would probably go with either Harvest or Demon of the Fall, or maybe even Burden, which is incredibly depressing but amazing. And then from Porcupine Tree, a song such as Trains is a great example of sort of like poppy style writing from Steven Wilson, which he's very good at. Steven Wilson's just a tremendous artist who's now gone solo. And from Steven Wilson, I would recommend the song Happy Returns, but again, very sad. But from Porcupine Tree, you can also find a lot of love from a simple song that's not even 3 minutes in length called Small Fish. Which is off of the album Up the Downstairs, which is from the early 90s. What's interesting about Small Fish is that Small Fish was a track that he wrote with a very, very early band he had in the 1980s. So he was still very young. We're talking like 14 years old whenever he wrote Small Fish, and then eventually it was used not only for Up the Downstairs, but it was also rehashed a little bit in the instrumental that followed Small Fish, was entitled Burning Sky. So, if you don't think that these days every song, or at least some songs, if you don't think they have a story behind them, hell yeah they do, and they're usually pretty cool, and usually pretty neat. But Routine off of Hand Cannot Erase is your favorite. It's tremendous. That is a really good one. You're right. But then again, Hand Cannot Erase also was a 30 out of 30. It was a perfect score album, so definitely one to scope out. Brave New World by Iron Maiden is a absolutely phenomenal album. It is ripe with nostalgia for me. Wobbin. Blood Brothers has a special meaning. Educated Fool off of Virtual 11 also has a lot of meaning for me, because that's like one of the things that got me into Blaze Bayley. Like, I thought Blaze's performance was not really what was to blame for the X Factor and Virtual 11 being seen as really bad albums. Especially considering the X Factor, I would probably defend very heavily. Very similar to, like, Risk from Megadeth. The X Factor is an album from Maiden I would defend very tooth and nail, because it is a very dark and moody album, and I think that is its purpose. And plus, I think Blaze Bayley is incredibly underrated. Yeah, 100 out of 100 before the score system changed. Which that was this year. You know, now it's 30 out of 30. That stuff like that. I know that I just got here. But I am going to take a short break right now because I think that the girl just came home. So I'm going to update her with everything that's going on. It'll take just a couple of minutes. I'll leave you guys some music here in the process. Take the opportunity, if this is your first time here, or if you don't know where we are at right now with them, scope out the incentive list on to the left of me, that you can clearly see because of that very vibrant yellow color that I opted to use for it. And I want to know who's going to be the one that's going to start off our donations for today. We're $10 away from shifting this 5% more toward the charity, which is the Ronnie James Dio Stand Up and Shout Cancer Fund. There's a website there for you to visit underneath. And we are $260 away from the CKN dance. If you don't know what that is, then you're definitely going to want to stick around if we happen to hit it. It's a thing. So let me get you guys some music real fast while I go update her on where life has apparently taken me. Because, yeah. Let's go for some more things from this year. How about that? Does that sound pretty good? Some other things from this year. I think that's a good idea. I think that this is a good idea. It's going to probably be too long. Well, we'll see what you think. We'll go from Elder over to Fen with Winter 2, Penance. I'll be right back. Okay. Apologies for that taking so long, but I wanted to make sure everybody was updated properly. Let me switch the scene here real fast. Anyway. So we're probably going to go here till about like 8:15 or 8:30. It's going to be a shorter stream, but we will do like a part 2 to day 5 since this was unplanned. And we'll probably do it at another time of day, so thanks to everybody who decided to come out since this was very impromptu. I'm very excited that so many of you decided that it was you know, a cool idea. As my day is really, it's not even close to over. I still have a couple other things I gotta do. And then I had to schedule my streams earlier. Yeah, I was back here from everything I was doing. I think I was here for like 15 minutes. I think I was here for 15 minutes before I hit start. So today I couldn't do that. Like, that was just impossible. But tomorrow is going to be an interesting story. I don't know when that will start. Maybe around the same time, or it may not even. I may not even get the stream tomorrow. I don't know. Because, like I said, we're getting everything together for this yard sale, so we're going through, like, good God, so many things. Like, we're going through so many different things. And I still have things to go through here. Of course, anything that has to do with the collection is not going to be put on sale. But what I should have done, I'll tell you what I should have done. I didn't even think about that till now. I should have gotten like 2 copies of one of the albums that I got from Season of Mist, like maybe 2 copies of the Elder album, and made one of them an incentive. Do I like Godzilla, Seth? Dude, you are freaking awesome, and you don't know it yet because I just watched Shin Godzilla last night, which is the new Toho film, and it was pretty awesome. I didn't realize that that was meant, or that was going to be a reboot. I thought it was going to just be another chapter in the Toho series. But this is the first time they're ever rebooting Godzilla, and it's because of the fact that here in America, we're getting the Kong movies. Skull Island, by the way, was incredible. Super duper good. And we're getting another Godzilla film. There's going to be knockoffs. It's going to become basically its own universe, similar to the DC and the Marvel universes. And it also includes the Kaijus from Pacific Rim. Dude, Godzilla owns. It is so awesome. It is so good. Oh man, we have to talk about a donation here. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I need... Whoa, whoa. Wow. Hopefully this is not as much as I think it is. I'm going to have to do some translating here. Some monetary translating here. I'm not even sure what style of currency this is. Okay, we're going to do this live. We're going to do this live. What is NOK? And why is my O button not working all of a sudden? No! This is terrible. NOK to USD. Where is NOK used? Where is NOK used? Norwegian crowns? Oh. I did not know that. Okay, so 1 Norwegian krone is equal to 13 cents on the US dollar. I see. So that's like 25 bucks. Okay, whew! Scare the crap out of me. Scaring the crap out of me. Okay, wow. Somebody dropped, the donation was for 200, I guess, Norwegian crowns. So, 200 Norwegian crowns by Anders Hagman. Thank you very, very much. I know that that's only like $20.13 here in the US dollar. But that is still super duper generous for you to do, I'm sure, because that is probably a fair amount. That is probably a fair amount of money for you, isn't it? Is that quite a bit for somebody in Norway? Please, someone let me know this. I want to know. Or is that actually very representative? Like this 25 bucks, this 200 crowns, for example, gets you like maybe 2 CDs. Because if that's the case, then okay, I will feel a little bit more like not telling you to, what are you doing? It's not that much? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Well, that's fine. Hey, it still is, to me, quite a bit. Considering you see big numbers like that and you just sort of go nuts. But anyway, that's $25.13 from Anders Hagman, given in 200 Norwegian crowns, which is awesome. But I must ask, Anders, I hope that you are still in chat. I hope that you are still with us. Which incentive would you like that to go to? Which of the incentives is this going to? This $25.14. I'm sorry, $25.14. And I must put it as such. So it's $25.14. Which also means, ding, 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 we are now no longer at 20% and 80%. It is now 25.75. We've passed our first incentive goal for the charity shift. I need to add that on there. Put those crowns on P. Love P. So, if you are there, if you are in the building, please let me know where this is going toward. How much NOK was received? It was 200 of them. 200. So, and it's going toward portraits. Christian, was that you? Dude, thank you so much. Christian, if that was you, I appreciate that. And I will put it on portraits easily. Without question. I'm trying to do, like, other things here. I might need to, like, let my number lock. Yeah. Bob dropped and lock. Current. Oh, shit. Nope, not you. Current. Oh, you stupid L button didn't work. Fine, I'll just do it that way. Okay, so current is 25.75. Okay, there we go. Okay, who is the secret? Who is the secret Norwegian Santa? Yes, I would like to know. I would like to know who the secret Norwegian Santa is, because that is freaking awesome. I am super duper cool about that. And I want to know what incentive they wanted to go to. ABBA. That'd be really funny if it was actually ABBA. It'd be really cool if Accept came in here and just dropped like $3,000 for no reason. Because they just shared the review of their last album, and it is wow. Like, so many people apparently have liked that, but it's not translated into like views, which is okay by me. I don't care. You know, I'm getting further and further away from YouTube and caring that much about from caring too much about YouTube. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like, I really want to get to the point, and I really want to get to the place where I can post stuff on YouTube and not care how much it, or how well it does, or like how much it makes. Like I want to get to that point very, very soon because that rules. Stalking Fan 15, hello to you. You don't happen to be the secret Norwegian Santa, would you? CKN except now BFFS is combined. Oh man, I wish. That'd be great. Well, their new lead singer has my first name of Mark. So yeah. Hello, is it me that you're looking for? That's not even the right rhythm or cadence or anything. But that's okay. Either way, 200 Norwegian crowns by Anders. That owns so hard. What is my actual name? My actual name is first name Cover, middle name Killer, last name Nation. Now my actual name is Mark, M-A-R-K. Very boring. I am a gospel writer. I am a gospel writer. And in fact, fun fact, my parents were super lazy. My parents were super lazy, and basically, my father's name is Andrew, his middle name is Mark, and they just decided, what are we going to name this adopted child we just got? And they just sort of looked at each other and were just like, well, we already have 2 male names to work with Andrew and Mark. Well, let's just switch them and call it a day. Your name is Liz Mango. Well, Liz, should I say? It's nice to meet you. If you want to call me Marcus from now on, dude, you would not be the first. You would not be the first, so go for it. Your name is Liam Gallagher. If you're Liam Gallagher, you owe me money. You owe me money for Be Here Now. That album was way too long and was not nearly good enough. My name is Robin. Nice to meet you, Liz and Liam. I love it. We are a community that shares quite a bit. No, industrial metal like Botef is the best. I'm sorry, Emo and Proud. I prefer bands that are still active. The No Primus is making a new album. Yes! I actually did hear about that. I'm pretty excited about it. I got the opportunity to speak about Green Naga Hide, which I thought was pretty underrated. Oh my gosh, Bro Job. Nice. Oh my god. Bro Job. Bro Job cracks me up, actually. Bro Job cracks me up. Yes, there were some old CKN videos where I slipped up and said my name whenever I was going with that whole, like, look, blank. Like, whenever I'm trying to say, like, look, CKN, and it actually slip out. Look, Mark. I understand. And I never ever think to, cut that stuff, because it's not really my game. My name is my name. Shadow of Intent, though, dude. I have, wait a minute. Can I just pop this stuff? Like, can I pop, drop, and lock? Or is, like, everything going to try to die whenever I try to do this? Bloop. Oh, that's the wrong folder anyway. I'm an idiot. I'm a retarded. I'm a wee bit retarded. I didn't even switch up how loud that music was, so it was probably super duper low. So, how about we do a little bit of that? My Gramir is just fine. What's that name? I don't know. She's never told me. My predictions for SummerSlam, got retarded. I would say that in the main event, if they're smart, Brock will retain. Brock will retain. Because they have that stipulation that he would be leaving WWE, and you know that if they pull that, it would just be for a little while. Like, it would not be something that would last forever. So, I haven't really read anything to state that Brock was going to be leaving. So, what that tells me is that if he doesn't win, there is going to be a finish that is dusty as fuck. It's going to keep him in. But I have no idea if he's plotting on... I don't know if he's leaving or anything. I don't know. Like, I've not read very much about SummerSlam, or really, I've not read a lot about WWE in a little while. Did I hear that Ric Flair's in the intensive care? Yes. Yes, actually, I did. I did read about that. In fact, I saw that earlier today as I was, like, walking past with things over at my folks' place. I saw that on ESPN. Because, like, it's one of the only channels that I can, like, just keep on in the background and not give a shit about what's actually on it. But not want to, like, get, like, too distracted. Like, this was happening. I happened to turn and see it on the very bottom part of the screen. And I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on with Ric Flair? And then I looked and it was, like, Little League softball. And I'm like, what the fuck is this doing on TV? Like, I get it, that, like, it's the Little League World Series, it's in Williamsport, PA, it's like 3 hours for me, but that shit's televised still? Like, I figured by now that ESPN would just be like, listen, these little schmucks ain't giving a shit. But, yeah, I've not found out very much about what caused Ric Flair to be in the hospital, but I guess Michael Hayes said that whenever he saw Flair over the weekend, that he needs every bit of, like, the prayers and love and support that we're sending, because he looked bad. And they are saying that it was probably a cardiac-based event, probably thinking that, you know, he probably had a heart attack whenever he saw that John Cena and Shinsuke Nakamura were in a #1 contenders match, and thought that they were going to actually have John Cena break his record. And, you know, it didn't happen, but it was already too late. The shock and awe was already done. Either that, or he had like a cardiac event after seeing how Nakamura dropped Cena on his fucking head, dude. What a bump. But anyway, what famous metal bands are from my state? Not a lot. Not very many. There is a progressive metal band named Shadow Gallery that is from the great old state of Pennsylvania. They are very, very good. So I would recommend them. The band Anti-Flag, which is not a metal band, it's more of a punkish band. They're from Pittsburgh. Anubis Gate. I can't believe I almost forgot Anubis Gate. They're from this area. And I'm pretty sure that there are a couple, like, around the Philly area. Like, there's gotta be a scene somewhere, but it's just not something that you hear about nearly as much as you hear about the Boston scene or the Florida scene. You don't hear about the Pennsylvania scene. You just go ahead and blame the Romans for everything. Why is it that, like, Romanians have pretty hot women? Like, what's up with that? Like, have you been to Romania? Wobbin, can you confirm that just every single girl there is gorgeous? But they all have, like, really bad attitudes? Like, are they all gymnasts, or are the two, like, basic forms of woman in Romania gymnast and porn star? Like, are there no actual, like, mothers in Romania? They're just, like, ex-porn stars or, like, ex-gymnasts? Like, what's going on here? What's going on here? Mysterio is set to return in the Royal Rumble? That'd be pretty cool. It has been long enough where, I think it's been long enough where that is acceptable. Yeah, well, I did see the photo. That's what kind of brought this up. And that's what kind of brought this up, because I'm thinking, man, like, I've never seen a photo of like a fat Romanian aside from the men. Like a fat Romanian woman, that seems like a myth. Like if you get over a certain weight, or if like your boobs aren't bigger than, I don't know, like if you don't have something to offer somebody, then you like, are you like excommunicated from the country? Is that what happened to that one Romanian gymnast? What the hell was her name? Oh God. I feel like I should know that. Listen, America is full of jackasses, so it doesn't matter. Like, I hate to say it, but, you know, America always wants to say they have the best of everything in the world, but whenever it comes to the jackasses, we don't have the best, but we're pretty close. We have white supremacists, the Westboro Baptist Church. The only people that I think beat us is ISIS. You know, we would be that #1 that we always want to be, but damn it if ISIS just isn't even more jackasses than any American could potentially try to be. I mean, we also have Donald Trump and, you know, Bernie Madoff. But, you know, can't win everything. Oh, man. I would love to actually do a tour, like a full tour of Europe. I would really like that. And that's the one thing that, you know, you kind of wish that CKN or something like it would be like a band where you can do that. Not really something you can do, you know. Not unless I became like the PewDiePie of metal reviewers. Don't foresee that happening. At least we have Cannibal Corpse. Brazil store corporate people. But Brazil has some pretty mighty fine looking women too. But like, once again, it's one of those things where there's like the needle that's supposed to find, and then all of a sudden it goes to like, holy crap, did they steal all of your organs or just some of them? And it's the same with that's the same thing with men. Like, men are, if you want to know why men talk about women the way that they do, it's because men know that if women talked about men the way that men talked about women, people would wonder if she was sick. Like, there's some pretty good-looking dudes out there. Don't get me wrong, you know. You know, you got some washboard abs, Channing Tatum thing going on. Chances are you're going to get some women talking about you. They're going to be doing a little bit of chapper, you know, a little chatter. Not whatever the hell I was trying to say. But by and large, the average red-blooded or white-blooded or blue-blooded, you know, male from anywhere is probably not worthy of talk from more than like 2 people. And it's usually like never the people that you want to have talking about you. Like, you would really like to have Pamela Anderson. Like, if you were alive in the 90s and you were a dude, you'd really like to have Pamela Anderson like just say to somebody else, man, I think that guy over there, talking about you, is super hot. Or, I think that girl over there, talking about you, if you're female in the chat, is really gorgeous. But that second one has a better chance of happening than the first. Because, first of all, women have the ability to compliment each other, and they do so with such grace, and it means the world to them. Men, we immediately think, what are you, gay bro? Or we immediately think, shut up. You know, we have this machismo thing going on, like, you know, we have to act like dicks to other dudes, because if we don't, we're afraid our dicks will, like, rise, and we'll learn that we actually do like dudes. I don't know, it's weird. Young Suzanne Vega. Wow. Nice. I'm from South Wales, and yes, I shag sheep. Nikki, listen. If the sheep at least call you back and treat you nice, and treat you well, I mean, why walk away from a good situation? It's hard enough out there to get one person to care enough about you to give you a phone call. But if the sheep calls you, and, you know, doesn't invade your space all that much, doesn't come in asking, what are you doing? Well, why aren't you doing what I want you to be doing? Well, I want you to go hammer and take care of the fence that's around this place. I can't believe how the state of this damn stable, you know? We are sheep among the sheep. My thoughts on Marilyn Manson? He is a man that sings. Manson is... I like the fact that he now can do basically whatever he wants. He's gone the independent route. For a while there, Manson was really locked into contracts. You have to understand, like, after the popularity of Antichrist Superstar, he was associated a little bit with the Nothing imprint, Trent Reznor's label, but after that, he moved on to other labels, and they wanted it for the money, and they wanted it to have a certain shock factor, but the shock factor they wanted to be in control of that, so he didn't have a lot of control over that. So now, with him doing basically his own thing, he has the freedom to be as artistic as he wants, and if he doesn't want to be shocking, if he just wants to be an artist, he has the opportunity to do that. And I think that that's a happiness right now that a lot of us could probably wish that we could have. But my ex had her walls covered from with Manson Pubs. It was weird while shagging. And Manson just looking at you like, you know, if she met me, she'd totally shoot me. I think that if you're in a good relationship and your mate had the opportunity to shag somebody that's famous, I think everybody gets one. I think that's just the way it goes. I'm going to go with that. For my thoughts on having sex with sheep, I have never found one attractive enough to consider it. So, until that day comes, it is a question that I can just answer with one simple word, and that's... Do you think that Andy Biersack's voice sounds like Chad Kroger? No. No. Nobody can look at this photograph better than me. Nobody can look at this photograph better than me. And if he wants to try, he's open to, but he will always fail. And once again, thank you for that 200 crown donation. I know it's not that much, but you look at a big number like that, and you're like, holy shit. Like a couple weeks ago, we had somebody drop $200, and I was really happy for it at the time, but now I'm thinking, like, man, how cool would that be if that had happened during the charity event? Like, it would, you know, not only would it have helped me out, but it also would have helped out the cause, like, hugely. And right now, if somebody gives $234.86, I guess I have to do the CKN dance. Yeah, like, I'm really happy about that. That's something else. Andy Ballsack has Down syndrome. You're just jealous of Andy's beauty. 384 yen. Isn't that like $3.84? Like, isn't that some really minuscule amount? Sheep are woolly and nice to hug. That winky face tells me that hug is suggestive towards something else. Malibirdie, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing A-okay. I'm probably going to be going for another, 20 minutes, roughly. I love how Irish girls writes with their accent. Valentine's Day is a load of shite. Valentine's Day is a load of shite. You gotta love that, because whenever the bar is empty and you just so happen to not decide that you want to move for 5 hours and she's the only one left, Valentine's Day ain't shite then. She doesn't want it to be shite for the next hour. And that might be one that you might have to take for the team. Because try to get around an Irish woman. She will use just about everything in her power to get what she wants. Love the streams, man. I do too. I love doing this. I love talking about anything that I want. And anything that you guys want. In some photos of Corpse Grinder, he looks special. It's because Corpse Grinder is special. He's special. Hey, Christian, have a good one. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming out. Hey, she's the titties. She's the breasts. She's the breast. She's my breast friend. We're all special. We're all special because we're the only, beings on Earth that judge some other beings for being special. Like, have you ever seen a cat with Down syndrome? Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Cat with Down syndrome, that'd be horrible looking. Oh man, that'd be just sad. That'd just be really, really sad. Adrian G, what is going on? How you doing? No! I should review an Electric Wizard album unless I already have. I'm pretty sure back in the day I talked about Black Masses. I think I did. That's been a while though. I didn't talk about their last album. I know that I missed that, so I got a lot of grief for that too. So, it happens. It happens, that's life. I don't know, I think a lot of you guys have seen these, but I got these, state trooper glasses the other day. Look at this. Please, sir, stop fucking the sheep. You have to come with me. Wow, it makes it sound like that state officer, wants to take away the guy fucking the sheep for fucking himself. Ew! Gross. Well, that has a strange allegory now. Kind of like a Blood on the Dance Floor concert. Either that or what happens on the Blood on the Dance Floor tour bus between both of the members after a date in Jersey. Do I like Creed? My arms are wide open. Under the sunlight. Or whatever the lyrics are. Cheers. They're basically Cro-Mags. Blood Clot, huh? Check it out. Check it out. I really don't do much about, singles and, people who are just starting to get together. But I do actually have to honor another stream. I was just looking at this. It's called a Bandcamp stream. So I do have to do a whole entire stream where I promote works that are from perhaps some of you guys in the nation, or bands that are associated with the nation. Listen to the stuff live, and we can judge it live and see what's up. So I do kind of have to do that. You was damn proud of them glasses, ain't you? Man, you sure do got a purty mouth. You sure do got a purty mouth. I'm not even going to try to say that. Because I will destroy that. It'll be like, Niri pa boten, tamig pa snopen, sa andeas och nujut. Najut. I can't find my noodles. I can't find my noodles. I just had them here a minute ago. Oh, man. Seriously. Wait a minute. We never did. Oh my gosh, I just realized something. I'm stupid. We have to do something. We have to do something. Now, I'm going to actually, let's see if we can try this, Neripan botan ta mig pa snopen sa andes oshnut. That is not my, you can tell that is not my native language. Down at the bottom, take me on the snow, so breathe and enjoy. Titties. Anyway. It's close enough. We'll just say that it means all that and then just titties. But we have to do something before I go. Because our wonderful, my God, I call up my phone and everything that's not supposed to happen happens. Our wonderful donator, Anders Hagman, who donated 200 Norwegian crowns, which is exactly $25.14. He has not told us at all which incentive that the $25.14 is going to. So we must decide. We must decide as a stream where that money will be going. Kane, what's going on, man? The Shield just reunited? Oh, it is 8 o'clock, isn't it? Holy shit. We should all be kind and peaceful and commit a mass suicide bombing. We have one person saying striptease. We have 2 people saying striptease. Don't worry, I'll be leaving shortly. You can enjoy WWE Raw. Roman is the Shield? Right. So we have 2 for striptease. We have 3 for striptease. Gee, I wonder if anybody wants something aside from striptease, aside from Christian, but he's gone. Am 1:20 a.m. in England. Yeah, I know. Some of y'all need to like go to bed and go have dreams that are less than, you know, nice. Striptease. The album reviewer guy says rant, but right now it is like 4 striptease, 1 rant. I know that Andy Fox and Clemmy would want the striptease. Lurch would want the striptease because he's not here. Review my friend's band. If you want striptease, well, that's another striptease right there. That sounded so rude, Adrian, but maybe during the Bandcamp stream, if you're here. I refuse to conform. Your body is ready to conform. If you love Freddie Mercury, well, I think we know. I think we know which one this is going to be. This has been basically foretold by the ancients. So what did I say that was? 25-14? Yeah, I said it was 25-14 because that's what it is. So that puts us up to... Wow. Numbers not working. Percent. Oh God. What's going on here? That gets us to $60.14 out of 800 for that striptease. There we go. Am I married? Nope. That's why I can do this shit. Anyway, I was just about to say I'm about out of time, but every single stream so far, like since like the 2nd stream, Justin Neely switching it up this time to incentive number 1 with $5. Oh shit. So we just got another $5 from Justin. He has been donating every stream a little bit, usually $5 per. Aside from his first donation, which was for 100. And he asks, how's my future on YouTube looking? Now, for those of you who maybe have heard over the past couple of days, you know, I'm really kind of looking to maybe move a little bit away from YouTube and do a lot more with streaming and everything like that. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't be trying to still do album reviews or videos or anything of that variety. I would like to do that. One of the big things is that I just sort of want to make it where how well YouTube videos do is not like the life or death of me. You know what I mean? And not really depend on YouTube, perhaps would be the best way to put it, as I try to kill a gnat. Might not be the... have it not be something that I'm so dependent upon. Because I love streaming. I love streaming for you guys a lot more than the process of making videos. I dig listening to stuff with you guys whenever I have the opportunity. I think we'll have a lot more success with that, perhaps on Twitch or other platforms or other ways, other means. I'd like to do a podcast for y'all. You know, I've just sort of exhausted a lot of what YouTube can do, and it's starting to exhaust my patience. So I would still like to put stuff on YouTube for you guys, and I'm going to continue to do so. It's just maybe a little bit more few and far between, and I just wanted to not be something where I have to worry about it as much. Have it truly be for fun, and to, you know, just to post the shit as opposed to have it be a cornerstone of whether or not I eat. Cornerstone of whether or not I eat. What is up with someone said mystery giveaway? Why do you say mystery giveaway, Kyle? Kyle Austin. Why do you say mystery giveaway? Do I have something to something I should be awaiting? Should I be checking this over here, or is that what's going on? Can Slayer slay cancer? I don't think so. Like, I think they could try. I really have to pee. Like, I gotta piss my ass off right now. This sucks. Ariska's best Megadeth album. Ariska's actually a lot better than people say it is. Wobbin, that's all that needs to be said. So if you guys want Wobbin's package, go for the mystery giveaway. Oh, Volvadinia is love. Volvadinia is life. Alright. Well, I am going to... I'm heading out, folks. Because first of all, I have to pee really bad. And second of all, y'all been great. It's been a freaking awesome, awesome night. I hope to see you guys pretty soon. Maybe tomorrow. If not, then maybe Wednesday. But anyway, I'll be around. If you ever see me, like, online super duper late, like after midnight, don't be surprised. It might happen. So, chat with you guys later. Take care. Thanks again. Have a good one. Peace.